misses, but he has no real tool to counter it immediately. For example, if you talk about Cheek or Diddy, they have like needles or banana to put in front of them.
So do we have the game right away? Probably.
Yeah, this
Yeah, it is. Okay, so we're just like warming their hands and trying to bait the other to approach.
Yeah.
And this is actually what I was expecting to see in this matchup. I don't think Ness has too many good tools to go in.
No.
And on the other hand, Meta Knight really needs that one good read with the dash attack. So we're probably going to see a lot of spacing around with empty hops at a very good distance, just to get sure that you don't get opened up.
Yeah, I usually compare Ness a lot with Ryu in the sense that Ness is a character that's just heavy damage, kills really fast, but his approach options and his neutral, they aren't really that great.
And his offstage is pretty bad too.
Yeah.
Conflict was able to make it back this time. Didn't get clipped by the front smash on the edge get up.
But Jbandrew already with a sizable lead right here, and he's only expanding it right now, being hit twice. And it's hard for Ness to catch a character with really good mobility, like consistently. It's really difficult.
Jbandrew just respected the up B. He knew he didn't have to risk it all just to get the edge guard. He's playing the neutral game very well and able to just reset it over and over and over again in his favor.
Gets the forward smash on the approach with the grab. Very smart by Jbandrew. Conflict wanting to get the grab. Oh, and that will be the stock.
Very smart from
Great
Jbandrew.
edge guard by Jbandrew.
That's how bad Ness's recovery is sometimes. You don't even need to hit him. Just be close to him, look at him in a mean way, and he'll just drop.
Yeah, exactly. And it's very easy to time too, because you know exactly where Ness's recovery is going, unless the Ness player is good at like mixing it up and goes to different spots. A beast from far away the stage, in which case it becomes hard. But in this case, he was exactly at the spot where Jbandrew wanted him to be.
Gets a jab. This will give him a take chase, but no cigar. Still gets a little follow-up. Oh, this could have been big if the platform hadn't been there. Conflict wasn't able to go for the PKT2 on the left side, because if he didn't hit Jbandrew, he would have ended up off stage.
Yeah, and what we said about America being good at following up with their combos, you know, I see this back in Jbandrew as well, because I really like the way he's extending his combos, taking as much damage out of it as possible. At the same time, though, a very intelligent, strong neutral.
Yep. And also very good in the edge gun situation, but not this time though. Yeah, just overcommitted. This is the first time he's done this F smash so close to the edge and so close to being grabbed and backthrown.
So he wants to throw out the F smash a lot because he might expect Eternal Conflict to come up with shield, and the forward smash is actually pretty safe in shield as well. So
yeah, and it will probably also beat out any and all of Ness's short-up options, short-up approaches like short-up fair and short-up neutral air.
Yeah. So, yeah, I feel like Jbandrew is just winning it when it comes to the neutral game. And right now we see Conflict actually getting a lot of damage from, like we said, Ness being a very damage-heavy character.
From one opening, yeah, absolutely. And he quickly adapted to, like, again, this time a bit too slow. Like, Jbandrew clearly tries to favor F smash right now in his game plan. And Conflict, after seeing that, goes for PK Fire, I ult PK Fire too. Yeah. And this time Jbandrew knew that, goes for the dimensional cape, but doesn't get the confirm off of it.
Yes, exactly. And I would imagine back in America, Jbandrew played a lot with Nakat, and Nakat being a Ness player.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I forgot about that they have this crew leap of faith.
Yeah, leap of faith. So I'm pretty sure that Jbandrew actually does know pretty well how to play against Ness.
Still, Eternal Conflict manages to bring it back with a smart move of side B, doesn't get punished for it.
Gets a grab again, just waiting for the landing and just going in with the grab. Very good with his mix-up if he's going to dash attack or dash grab.
Oh, very nice one.
I like that option. That will be a back throw and a kill. That was a pretty risky approach by Jbandrew.
Yeah, absolutely. Just overcommits a little too much with his smashes on the edge. Although he did get kind of comeback on the second stock, he still had the lead, so could have still played a bit more patiently. Yeah,
and that's what you don't want against Ness. You don't want to overcommit at all, because Ness does so much damage if he actually hits you, and he kills really early, so he's a very punish-heavy character, meaning that you will probably want to stay patient and save.
Here Conflict had a punish on the dash attack, but just grabbed the other way around and missed his shot. Still with the lead and gets a pivot grab to up air, very nice.
That's 20% right there, like one grab consistently.
neutral air. And this time Conflict is really feeling it. I think he's just staying grounded, staying on his side of the stage and just saying to Jbandrew, I have no reason to approach you. I know what you're doing right now with these F smashes. I'll just keep going for neutral airs safely.
Yeah, exactly. And I also really like the way Conflict is actually spacing his PK fires, because he's just throwing them, putting them at a very specific spot, hitting Jband all the time. Very intelligent spacing from him. And Ness can actually do a few things out. He can like jump and then PK fire, and if he down air cancels into the ground immediately, he can like full hop PK fire without any lag, and that's actually a pretty good tool.
And the down smash, yeah, will take Jbandrew's stock when he tries to rush in, dash into Ness.
Yeah,
wasn't able to shield in time.
I felt like he got more and more impatient as the game went on, and he got punished for that. That's what you don't want against Ness.
3 times close to the edge too. One with the shield grab on the front smash, one of the shield grab on the up smash. And this time when he himself tried to get out of the edge. So Jbandrew will have to slow things down if he wants to be able to take it.
That was Mark Brew, right?
Yep.
They actually do look alike a lot. The same shirt and stuff.
That's why I was pretty confident of my guess, but
yeah, exactly.
Sure.
They look alike a lot.
So, what kind of counter pick will we see in this kind of matchup? I think Jbandrew wants Conflict not too far away from him, so I guess he will avoid like Final Destination. Although he'd be able to punish all of Ness's landings.
And like run away from him.
Yeah.
I think it would be a good idea to go to a stage with a lower ceiling maybe, because of the up combos, upper combos.
Yeah. For the most part, he lost most of, well, all his stocks close to the ledge, so the height of the stage won't matter too much. Didn't get too much off stage, so not sure if a smaller stage would help him. I think at this point you just need to go where you're comfortable with, to like slow your game if you need to, or rush in if you need to.
I don't expect Smashfield to show up, because that's actually Ness's best stage as far as I know.
Really?
Yeah. I think S1 would agree with that as well.
So, Final Destination, so more than probably going for what you said earlier, like I will get the lead and then I will be able to run away.
Yeah, exactly, and that's probably why he chose this stage, because he wants the space to force Ness to approach, and that's actually a pretty smart decision, I think.
Just like right there, he missed his opportunity and just back-rolled away, saying like, I don't need to overcommit to anything, I will just go to the other side of the stage and reset the situation. Very nice, doesn't get the neutral air, which would get him all the percent in the combo.
A lot of PK fire spacing and actually putting a lot of pressure on Jband.
Using the fact that Jband is trying to stay very far away from Ness against him, because if you're too far away from him, you can't really punish Ariel side B from Ness. Oh, charges the front smash all the way and punishes an air dodge in from Conflict. Jbandrew is a very convincing lead on this second game.
Yeah, exactly, and Ness is like to air dodge a lot, because his air dodge is really good. It actually goes into Z-axis, which makes it way better than other air dodges.
Witchcraft.
It's like the second best air dodge in the game, like second to Mewtwo.
Yeah. I think the Lucas's is the same. I'm not sure, but I know people complain about those two brothers. Well, those two from the same license.
I'm not sure if he actually goes into Z-axis as well, but I do know that Ness does.
Okay. Anyways, this time Jbandrew with a very comfortable lead.
Yep.
Small follow-ups, second up there.
Lapping him in stocks already, and won't get anything out of it. Will get to roll inward. Wow. That's the classic, rolling inward to stage from the ledge. And
it doesn't cost Meta Knight anything, like his front smash is fairly quick, very safe on block.
Yeah.
So what does it cost you? If you get a hit, it's a stock. If you don't, well, you still have stage control.
Might get a small punish, but in the end it probably won't give you the same reward, or give him the same reward it would have given you.
Yeah.
And in this case it worked out, because rolling into the stage from the ledge is really good, right? Because if it works, you have all the stage control. Yep. If it doesn't work, however, which that's also why it's so predictable, because it's so good.
And Conflict incorporating the down air cancel technology, like at some point I'm sure I only saw S1 going for these, but it's trying to, it's kind of becoming a, I wouldn't say a trend, but just something to incorporate in your metagame as a Ness player.
The down air cancels on the ground, yep. You mean? Yeah, yeah. S1 uses them a lot, and I see Conflict using them a lot as well. That's basically because you input it there, you will touch the ground earlier than you would usually, because your leg, his leg goes down a little, which makes him touch the ground a little sooner. He also goes into fast fall right away, so that makes him land a little quicker.
Dash attack from Jbandrew, no punish, but again doesn't need to overcommit to anything. If he sees that he won't get a combo conversion, he will just retreat safely so as to not get hit by an up air or something like that.
Yes, exactly. Goes for the S smash again, and it's actually really safe. He can just space that, and it's really hard for Ness to do anything about it, because Ness doesn't really have these long-range punish tools except for side B, which is the PK Fire.
And again, with his beard 3 stock, nope, very close to it. Conflict manages to get this fair in, which will give him backstage control, and the trade, this will be it.
3 stock by Jbandrew. Dragon Ball Z. Jbandrew showing that he didn't really agree with that last game. Showing up, saying like, hey, you beat me last game, but I'm gonna bring this back.
Yeah, he played this very methodical gameplay, like I will put you in the air and then I will read your landing, and yeah, with this kind of thing. You can't afford to trade with this move when you're 2 stocks down.
Nope.
And it's very hard too to over prioritize it. Like from the air, you really need like a down air from the top, or else if he just happens to release it on the same frame as you touch him from the side, you're dead.
You basically need to like approach him from slightly above and then hit him like from above, or hit him like right after the hitbox came out.
So game 3, Smashville, so going for probably Ness's best stage.
Yeah. Very strong stage for Ness, because it allows him with the platform to extend his combos a lot.
Jbandrew again with the conversions. Conflict is having a lot of trouble getting him back on stage. Very reminiscent of the first game, actually, more than the second one. Well, the big size of FG didn't allow Jbandrew to get a lot of edge guards, but a lot of control in the neutral game.
Ooh, the rolling again. This time he didn't have the timing though.
This is the kind of times when, you know, as a player, you think, I nearly got red so hard, so I need to watch out for this now, starting from now.
Great edge guard by Jbandrew here. He won't get the kill, but it will take a lot of damage. And just having the momentum, punishing Conflict on a lot of his landing and recovery options.
Conflict is trying to push and keep Jbandrew on the edge, but still has to give up stage control with this double jump neutral air.
Yeah, and we see Jbandrew just staying patient, because that's important against Ness, forcing him to take action first. Because a lot of the things he does are actually really punishable, and when you punish him, you can take a lot out of it.
Yeah, just exploiting his landing and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And right there we saw the platform of Smashville, so Eternal Conflict's own counterpick playing against him. Like he went for a full hop side B and landed on the platform, and since he didn't want to risk landing on Jbandrew, he just had to give up entirely the stage control and go all the way on the platform.
Yeah, exactly. And right now we see Jbandrew actually trying to get back on stage, and Conflict just having a lot of space right there.
Finally gets the jab and the lead, and this is in this kind of games where already 2 minutes have passed by, these 3% matter a lot. They're saying like, first I don't need to approach you, and then I relieve all the mental pressure, but then again loses it right away. Ooh, and the F smash, this will take it, yeah.
Want SDI out of that, and Meta Knight being a character that I would believe might have a harder time to get out of that, because I believe like fast fallers and like characters with a faster fall speed and gravity have a harder time to get out of that than floatier characters.
Not fast faller enough to shield it, and not floaty enough to get out of it.
Yeah.
Eternal Conflict sitting at a very comfortable 99%. If he doesn't get read with a front smash, he should be able to take on a still good amount of percent with his jab, very quick punishes on the ground.
Yeah, exactly. And this is hard for Jbandrew now, because Conflict knows that this game is a very slow phase, and his character has a very strong punish game, so Jbandrew will have to take action now, and Conflict can just wait it out and punish. And with Ness's amazing punish game, he can get a lot of damage out of every mistake that Jbandrew makes.
Jbandrew has gone for a very hard reads, aerial reads 3 times in a row, but finally the 4th time makes the charm and he's able to take the stock with only 56%, so he's out actually of Ness's combo throws, if I'm not, He probably had to go for a front throw now. So he might be able to take it. Oh, very nice read.
Gets one fair, that's
rolling.
13%, I believe, or something like that. And that's pretty much 71%. That's a pretty big deficit in the game with this kind of pace where
every hit matters, and every hit, like, your opponent makes you pay so hard for them. Jband tries to get the landing, but smashes the wrong way.
And now Conflict just showing that he has a very strong presence of mind to just stay patient, keep the space that he needs to, that he wants to get. But there, however, he went into corner and allowed Jband to take more space by throwing the PK Fire.
And if there's one thing to say about Jband against in this situation, is that he's staying very patient now that he's been able to take Eternal's Conflict first stock. He isn't over-committing to anything. He isn't even really approaching without without a guaranteed punish. He knows that with 3 minutes on the clock, he's still very able to take the lead and force Eternal Conflict to approach himself.
Yeah, exactly. Finding himself in the corner again, and this is a space that you don't want to be in with right now. Gets the dash attack.
Starting to feel a little complicated for Jbandrew if he gets grabbed near the edge. Could lose the stock.
Yeah, yeah, against Ness back throw.
And so, yeah, you were saying it's bad to get cornered, definitely. But at the same time, you can't really afford to pressure Ness too much when he's on the edge. Because if you misclick, if you misinput anything, it's an immediate back throw and you die at 90%.
That's why when you corner Ness, what you want to do is not like move up to him, you want to let him move up to you. So you stay, like, for example, 4 or 5 character lengths away from him. Yeah. He is still in the corner. His momentum or movement abilities are still limited by the fact that he is staying there. And then you can decide to, okay, what do I want to do? How do I want to punish him? What options does he have? And how can I... Oh, Jband.
What was that MB? Like double MB? Like, was his brawl?
Eating some spaghetti, probably. I'm not sure. But we'll get away with that. He won't get punished for it.
Very complicated for Jbandrew. Can't get hit by anything, basically. Neutral air might take it. Up air definitely would.
And the fact that shield isn't safe, because if he gets grabbed, he's dead. And you don't want to be dead now. So a very patient game from both of these players. Both don't want to lose this stock, because basically the one that loses this stock first makes a huge step toward taking this set.
Yeah, with only 2 minutes on the clock, this might actually go for a timeout.
Yeah, it will probably be a timeout.
Just a little too slow on the pivot grab. Oh, dash grab. Footstool will be able to recover with Meta Knight's very good recovery. Yep. And the back throw will take it. And this time, Eternal Conflict again with the stock lead and only 80%. Jbandrew cannot waste any time on the platform. He needs to go in right away.
And with Ness's punish game, if you whiff stuff, you're going to get a lot of damage. And at that point, it becomes really dangerous because you don't want Ness to rack up that damage that he can rack up so quickly.
Right now, Eternal Conflict is just reaching out with his dash attacks.
That's the stock. That's exactly what Jband needed. Exactly at that point. Makes a very important kill there.
And Conflict this time, I think he's playing the timer by staying on the platform or just collecting himself. But anyway, a risky bet, since I believe any of these two players, when he gets a sizable enough lead, definitely won't approach anymore.
And that's Ness's punish game there. More percent. And 33% is nothing you can overcome, but it's getting bigger and bigger for every hit that he takes.
This is basically one good dash attack. Oh, but Jbandrew might go for the Gimp. Nope, doesn't get the punish on the edge guard attempt.
This is huge. Ooh, the forward smash read. That was so good. Waiting on the edge, knowing that in this kind of situations, people are pressured, taking the damage for it.
And Jbandrew knows that Eternal Conflict in the same situation that he was in like 20 seconds ago. And he's in very bad spot. Cannot get, if he gets grabbed, he loses the lead.
Yeah, exactly. So you don't want to get grabbed. You don't want to get hit. Gets a grab himself. And we hear a lot of cheering in the background. Actually, every time somebody gets hit.
Yeah, we'll go for it, but loses a lot of time with this.
Yeah, exactly. And this is huge. 17% is pretty big.
15%. He would need at least one pummel and one throw. And this is probably it. I think like Jbandrew doesn't need to fight anymore. Goes for cross-up air dodges. Will probably go for a special off the top. Yep, and that's it.
And people are happy because you know what I like? Even though Jbandrew is a player from America, right? We saw in the back right there, Germany is cheering all the way from him, being happy for him. So he's part of that scene. He's part of the German scene right now, and that shows up, and that's very good to see.
It was a good set, good smash. So even if it's like, you know, one of the lamest way to win, absolutely not. Like when you play the timer, you play the timer. In this kind of matchups, you need to play very defensively, very conservatively. And even though Jbandrew actually was at a stock deficit and then a person deficit in both the first and the second stock, he was still able to clutch it out, like with this very pivotal grab that we were saying, like yeah